illegally from Algeria. You know, just doing songs.
Like, you'll find an Algerian guy that's a drug dealer, you'll find an Algerian guy who's a multi-millionaire. They do everything, but there's not many of us. Like,
and I pull out water guns and I'm hitting people with it.
Water guns?
Yeah, water
Like
guns, plastic water guns. And instead of like splashing them, I'm like smacking people in the head with it. Then we bang it out.
Raf used to always have a problem with his bus driver. One time there was this video of Raf jumping into, trying to jump into the bus through the window.
No, big man on the bus, yeah. Scared he would stand up.
I was sitting on the right with Raf. The next night when I went, there was a urinal sitting there. There was someone in the stall and that would
blasting up Spanish music.
Go to random people and I would dance with them. People would start dancing. Even the cops. Hey guys, welcome back to the DBLR Club. I'm out here with myself, Rami, and my partner, Raf.
How's everyone doing today?
How are you doing today?
Not bad. It's been crazy busy though.
Yeah, for everyone, man.
Today we'll introduce ourselves, give you guys some stories. Growing up in Algeria, bullying, high school shenanigans, just a little bit of ourselves, right? A little bit of our story. You know, tell us a little bit about you before we go into the show. You know, give us a little bit about formalities of things, essentially.
Yeah, so I was born and raised in Canada. You know, was bouncing back and forth from Toronto, Mississauga, Oakville. You know, I went to a French school my whole life, you know, starting from, kindergarten all the way up to grade 12. I didn't really take the route to go towards university or school. That was mainly because there was some complications that we'll be talking about further into the show. I chose an entrepreneurship path, and now I run a 7-figure landscaping and property maintenance business. Tell us about you.
I'm Algerian, born and raised. I am specifically from Alger Centre. I came here, I think 9 years ago now. I was 12 when I first came, and life's been crazy ever since. There's too much stuff to tell you guys, but keep it short. I am a nursing student at Brock. I'm married, young, and I currently own a wedding photography business that we run across Canada and the States.
That's cool, man. So Raf, people are probably wondering, why do we start this podcast, or what's the point of this podcast?
Essentially, this is really a community that we wanted to form, and for us it's been formed by friendship, entrepreneurship, Islam, and just kind of sharing stories and having a little bit of fun along the way.
Anyways, so we're gonna pop right into the show.
We haven't mentioned it yet, but we're both Algerian.
Yeah. So we're Algerian. Some people can't tell, Algerians are hard to...
I get, look, Spanish people will say I'm Mexican or Spanish. Arabs will know I'm Arab, you get me? And then, all the Desi, South Asian brothers and, sisters will tell me, I'm Afghan.
Yeah, for me...
I get that often.
No, but for me, it's mostly Italian. I get Italian all the time.
Italian. Took that in.
No, even Arabs think I'm Italian. No one can tell. They think I'm from Italy. They think I'm from Costa Rica. They be telling me everything.
Yeah, look at that, the face does give that.
Yeah, and then some people just say I look Algerian. It's really a hit or miss, right? But
you take in, right?
I've also actually got an Egyptian. I've got an Egyptian sometimes.
That's mad.
Yeah.
That's mad.
You don't think I look Egyptian? I don't know. Sometimes because of my hair. I know you guys can't see my hair today.
Could be.
It was a messy day for me.
Yeah. Look at.
Huh? Don't touch it, bro.
But anyhow, yo.
So wait, hold on. Let's talk about you first. So where are you from, and where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Algeria in a place called Alger Centre.
Yeah, Algiers in English.
Very specifically, if any Algerian brothers watching this, yeah? I'm from somewhere called La Pointe. La Pointe Pescade. A lot of people might know, a lot of people don't. But La Pointe is basically like Toronto.
It's like the ends. It's
the ends. It's the place to be in the summertime, you get me? But I could show you, but my house, right, was here. The beach was here, literally 5 minutes from the house. We're waking up in the morning, putting on shorts, running to the beach. That's where I lived. That's where I grew up. You know what? Essentially, the beaches that we had in Algeria are savage beaches, what we call them, right? You got a bunch. I've swum with a shark before. I swam with a dolphin before, but when you get
where'd you swim with a shark?
Yeah,
there's no sharks in Algeria.
There actually is, fam.
No, there isn't sharks in Algeria.
They have these little, these.
So sharks that get lost. There's they come into the sea, but they don't last long. I know they've caught many of them. Yeah. In Algeria, we're connected to the Mediterranean Sea. We're actually just across from Spain and France. We're not far at all. What is it, a 9 hour boat ride?
Not much, yeah.
Yeah, it's nothing.
A lot of people try to escape. Look, emigrating to France illegally from Algeria is big time common, yeah?
Yeah, and it's like you're successful for doing it in Algeria.
Literally, you're that guy.
You're on top of the world. So I've actually had my cousin recently.
Your cousin too, right?
Yeah, my cousin recently went across the border and he got caught in Ibiza. So it's like an island right off Spain. And he got caught, and what they did, they fed him, and then they sent him back on the boat, and they sent him to Spain. And then when he got to Spain gave him some food and they left him. They told him to go back out. And they gave him like a kind of paper warning saying you're supposed to get out of the country, right? It's you got to get out of the country. So they gave him like a warning. Yeah. So they can't deport them all. Too much work, right?
It's too much.
So what happened was his brother actually lived in France, and his brother drove over, picked him up overnight, and then took him back to France. And now my cousin's living a good life in France.
Yeah. You know what I think, fam? you can find an Algerian anywhere in the world, yeah? I'm a wedding photographer. I do weddings across Canada and the States, yeah? And one time we had this wedding, yeah, in Michigan, Amayo. That's north of Michigan, Cottages area. I drove up with the wife here to do the wedding there. And we pull up to this gas station before we get to like the ends. Yeah. No electricity, no nothing. But middle of nowhere. Yeah. We're on like 800 kilometers on that road. And then we're getting to the northern Cottages of Michigan. Nobody's out there, right? We pull up to this gas station. I get out, put the gas in there, and then I start hearing, "Wesh la bas, kho ça va?" Like for you guys,
that's
don't know what that means.
That's like, how you doing, brother?
What's up? But it's like a very, very specific accent. You can't miss an Algerian. Yeah. I'm like, there's no way.
You were in the middle of nowhere.
We were in the middle of nowhere.
So you probably felt some comfort.
Not even. I was freaked out. I thought I was hearing stuff. I peek and I see this young Algerian guy coming out, or there's this young guy coming out of the van, a white van, like out of all cars.
That sounds weird.
I was like, you guys, are you Algerian by any chance? He's like, yeah. I was like, you're Algerian? Like, no way. Stab each other up. He tried to pay for my gas.
Remember his name?
But anyways, I don't even remember his name. But I said hi and I dipped out because I was freaked out. I'm telling you, you can go to Germany, you can go to Russia. You
can go anywhere. You'll find an
Algerian guy, you know, just doing some.
They're always doing the most random things. Like you'll find an Algerian guy that's a drug dealer. You'll find an Algerian guy who's a multimillionaire. You'll find an Algerian
I don't know what it is. Yo, we're looking everywhere.
They do everything, but there's not many of us like around the world. There's just, you know, we're everywhere though. Like you'll find us. Every city has one Algerian minimum. And then every Algerian in the city thinks he's the only Algerian in the city.
That's big time.
They think they're the only Algerian in the city until they start meeting others and they start getting jealous.
When I first came to Canada, yeah, I was 11 years old. This country.
What was that, grade 7 or what?
That was grade 6. See, when you're back home, the years work different than here. So when I came here, they put me back in grade. Totally messed up my life. I'm in 5th grade. I was previously like just months.
And I don't know if you guys can tell, Raf is a big guy. He's making me look small. I'm not that small, but Raf is a big guy.
Just a bigger build, yeah.
In grade 5, he was like towering over everyone.
I come in from Algeria, pretty much high school, to here, putting me in elementary school in 5th grader class. I'm seeing all these kids, like they're kids, yeah? And I was getting bullied. But in Algeria, the concept of bullying is not a thing. You're either trying to mess with me, if we bang it out, or you're not. So I didn't know what it was.
You gotta explain it to them.
Bang it out means like fight it off, right?
Fight it off. And so it's not like here. Like fighting here is different. It's like you're fighting when you fight someone here.
It's like, come at me, talk, and then nothing happens.
For the rest of their life. No, and it's beef for the rest of their life.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, like when you fight someone, like you go to jail. In Algeria, you fight someone to kill the beef.
To kill them? To kill the beef? And then that's it. It's done after that. Yeah. So I'm like, yo, these guys are bullying me, doing all this and that, and I didn't understand it. So I'm like, I just thought it would be childish until one time I actually got in trouble. I'll tell you why. I was an immigrant, didn't speak no English, no nothing. My French was garbage. And then there's this one girl, yeah, comes to me. She's like, yo, you should learn this word. I was like, what is it? She's like, shit. And I didn't know what shit meant. I thought it was a funny word. I didn't know what it meant. So we're playing tag in recess time, and I'm just running around saying shit. But you know, saying this in middle school or elementary school is wild. Yeah. I got reported to the teacher, and then I got grounded. That's when I started getting angry, and I was like, yo, this is not good time in here, right? I was like, Canada sucks, fam. Yeah. And that's when I started beating people. You understand, fam? We had this one trip going out to elementary school. We went to this water park, and I pull out water guns, and I'm hitting people with it.
Water guns?
Yeah, one of those plastic water guns. And instead of like splashing them, I'm like smacking people in the head with it.
I got too close to them.
Yes, fam. It was a wild experience.
So me and Raf, let me tell you guys how me and Raf met. So it was in grade 7 when I first saw his face, and he was in grade 8. So he's a year older than me. When I first saw his face in grade 7, I was like, and when I was in grade 7, I was like, I don't like this guy.
I think he looks like a peanut, fam. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
I thought you know those square pieces of bread? That's what he looked like to me. His body was just square. Like, you know, I don't know. He just like,
I didn't change much. Like,
he's still square. Like, so Raf does not have any type of swerves in his body, like, you know. we'll show you guys a quick pic of Raf of how he looked. But don't get me wrong, it's not a bad thing at all. You know, he's still a big guy. But yeah, so let me get to it. So yeah, I met Raf through this other guy that I knew. His name was Ali. Then we started hitting it off, you know, slowly, and then we became close.
And Loki got close to just shenanigans.
Yeah, we did so many messages.
We were acting like we're principals and directing school buses in the wrong directions. We would like,
we would just do so many messed up things. Like it was like, you know, when we were younger, of course. Like now we don't do any.
We used to make like bus drivers think that they had like a flat tire to come out of the car. Bro, we used to do mad things, but that's how we got close.
Raf used to always have a problem with his bus driver. He used to change. His bus driver would come, wait for 1 second, and
as soon as she leaves me get there, as soon as she see me get there, she leaves.
She tries to leave, so she makes Raf run after the bus. And then one time there was this video of Raf trying to jump into the bus through the window, and then he yelled at the bus driver. He let go. He's yelling and he's letting go.
I think Loki just told her, I know where your daughter lives. You know what? She actually did. She went to our school. This is one of many adventures, fam. Bro, from shenanigans in Montreal city with dancing with strangers to literally getting knives pulled on us to getting in trouble with security at malls.
But let me get into the Montreal trip. Let me tell you, bro. So when we go to Montreal, because one of our buddies, our close buddies that I mentioned, Ali, is from
Montreal.
there. So we go there once in a while. We always go there like twice a year or something for like a couple of months.
Yeah, it's the Montreal trip. Everybody does that. The Montreal trip.
So it's us two, and then we go see him there.
The Montreal.
Anyways, we get there. We were driving around that one night, and a lot of people seemed depressed. Like it was like COVID.
I don't know what it was, yo.
Montreal, it was like COVID.
Dark,
and
cold.
It was really bad. And we were just happy because we were with each other, right? We ended up blasting music.
And my 2012 white Toyota Corolla, blasting up Spanish music.
Yeah, and then I would just get out. So I got out of the car, and I would just go to random people, and I would dance with them. People would start dancing.
But we'd like literally put the emergency brake on, put it in drive, let it roll slowly, work out about coming out the car.
Yeah, we
literally
all get
just dancing with everybody and anybody.
Even the cops. The cops.
Oh yeah, the cops with us one time too.
The cops did not care about that we were getting out of the car and all that, right? Because they seen that we were
honestly, we'll just bring the energy up.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Bear stories coming out, but we're not gonna give you guys everything today. I just wanted to say hi again. Thank you guys for coming out. Yep. I know you guys really wanted to hear Rami's story about getting pulled over and the 7-figure business. He'll give you guys that. Just be patient with us a little bit.
Maybe in the next episode we'll talk about that.
Next episode we'll get that out for you guys. We will keep our promises though. I promise on the show today. It was very fun, yo.
Yeah, sir.
It was good to connect. Take some time off, business and that. We'll see you guys next time.
See you guys in the next episode. Peace.
Yalla kho. Saha.